It's January 4th right now. I ran a lot last year. I ran almost 500 miles like for the last 6 months of the year. And I was in really good shape the furthest. Well, I was running about 3 miles a day there for a while. And then the furthest that I had run was 10 consecutive miles. So I was pretty proud of that. But I haven't run in a while consistently. I've run twice this past week, just trying to kick the new year off right, and I'm just trying to get back into it. Two miles down. Woo! All right, I'm at the 2.5 mile mark on my 5 mile run. It was like 37 degrees when my mom dropped me off this morning. So I didn't want my ears to get cold. I wore a big vest because it was freezing. Now I'm sweating my guts out. It's like, I don't know, probably in the high 40s. We're in Texas. We don't do cold. I definitely don't do cold. If my ears get cold, I'm done. So anyway, I am running 5 miles today. I haven't run further than 2 miles in months. I was running pretty regular last year. From October to December, I completely stopped, like maybe 2 miles a week instead of 2 or 3 or 4 a day. So very much out of shape. My breathing is very off. So I also wanted to mention today, my first day ever to run in actual running shoes. I bought a pair of Brooks. I don't know if you can see them. They're the Brooks Rebel 3. They were on sale at a local shoe store, and I didn't think I was going to be able to tell much of a difference. I typically just run in Nikes, but man, these are wonderful. They're light and they're kind of curved at the bottom, so they really just push you through each stride. I'm really enjoying this run. My feet feel really good. My body feels really good. So I need to start running some more or my pace is going to be completely off. So I'll see you at the 5 mile mark. This is what we like to see. Downhill, nice and smooth. Really pretty little bridge. Pretty scenery. But we're at the bottom of that hill now, which means we've got to go back up. So I'm getting into the hilly part of my run. There's 3 or 4 pretty big hills before I get back to my parents. So this is gonna not be pleasant, but I've got about 1.5 miles left. Here we go. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I just hit 10,000 steps before 10 o'clock in the morning. Woo! That's awesome. My goal, almost done. All right, I finished my 5 miles in 54 minutes and 20 seconds, which isn't great. I'm not setting the world on fire or anything, but I wanted to finish in under an hour, and I did. So lots to work on. I think my mile pace was like 10 minutes and 50 seconds. This last 1.5 miles killed me. There were several hills. I walked up the hills and ran down them. I just was really tired by the end of that. I'm really out of shape. My breathing is off. So lots and lots to work on. Hopefully lots of improvements to be made over the next 6 months before my half marathon race, but I will be hitting the training hard. And thanks for watching. Stick with me. Thought I would check in. Hopefully it's not too windy. Got a little bit of a walk stretch here to catch my air before I run again. So I haven't run since last Friday. That was my 5-mile run. And I took a rest day Saturday because I hadn't had a rest day all year yet. So it was like 9 or 10 days without a rest day. And then it snowed on Sunday in Central Texas, which never happens. So I have been stuck inside running, or not running, doing like HIIT workouts and ab routines, just to keep my body strong. And I need to do some like cross training anyway, just to strengthen my legs and things like that. So it finally dried up a little bit. I was able to get outside today while my husband was home for his lunch break, watching the girls. So I'm doing a little short 2-mile run today. Very hilly, it is killing me, but the weather should be good for the rest of the week, and then we're supposed to get some more rain, so I'll be stuck inside. I did have a treadmill last year. I ended up selling it when we moved about 2 months ago because we didn't have space for it. So that would have been nice to have on my half marathon training, but I really enjoy running outside more than running on a treadmill. But anyway, a pretty run today out here in the open. All right, I gotta get back to it. Sweet little duck on my run today.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 1.64 miles.
Oh, just came from there, going there on a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in probably 10 or 11 years. Woo. I had to stop. Here we go. So now I'm on foot. I did a 2-mile bike ride, immediately turned around to do a 2-mile run with no rest. My legs hurt. I cannot make it up this hill to save my life. I have to walk it halfway through every time, and I stopped in the same spot on the bike, which makes me think it's more mental than it is my body. Actually, my body doesn't really hurt all that bad. My legs are a little sore from riding the bike. It's my breathing that I can't get under control. So that's one of my goals, is to be able to run this hill all the way to the top without stopping. You would think a little 2-mile run would be quick and easy, but with these hills, I just can't do it. On a flat surface, I can run 5 straight without stopping, but hills just get me. So I'm gonna catch my breath for a second and then try to finish the rest without stopping. This is literally only about a quarter of a mile in. I still have almost 2 full miles to go, so I'm gonna try to run the rest of that without stopping. We'll see. Whew. So I came to the park where it's not super hilly. There's a few little gradual hills, but I ran 3 straight miles without stopping, and my pace was like 9:30. So I just needed to come here and run a little bit flatter track just to see if I could still do it, because those hills that I've been running are killing me. But I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Guess what I just did? I just made that hill my bitch. January 20th. Alright, so I just finished that run where I actually ran the whole hill. You guys have been watching for, I don't know, 10 minutes now, and you've heard me complaining about that over and over and over. And I was not feeling like running today. I started some new medications, like new vitamins this morning, and they just kind of made me sluggish and nauseous and just not, I haven't been feeling well today. So I wasn't even planning on running, but then my husband was like, you better go before the weather gets bad. So I did, and I was like, just do it, give it your all. And I did, and I ran the entire thing, not just the hill, but the whole run that I've just been really, really struggling with. I also upped my carb count today, which I think may have something to do with it. I had a little more energy than normal, and I just ran that really fast. Like, my pace was probably 10 minutes per mile, and usually on this it's like, I don't know, with the hills, probably like 12:30 or 13 a mile with those big hills. So anyway, really, really good day. I'm feeling really motivated. It's January 20th, and we'll see how the last few days go, the last week and a half of January. All right, it's freaking beautiful today. It is 70 degrees and sunny, a little light breeze, just absolutely gorgeous, perfect weather for running. And I'm walking down to the start of a 4-mile run, the hilly one. I typically run the same, track every day, not track, road every day when my husband comes home for lunch and I put the girls down for their naps so I can get out of the house for a few minutes. He's got a little bit longer off for lunch today than normal. It's a Friday, so I'm gonna run a little longer distance. I'm gonna do my road twice and hopefully at least run the hill one time. We'll see. But it is January 22nd, and I'm feeling really good. The weather is just making this a lot easier to want to get out and run outside. So hopefully today's a good day. Just finished a 4-mile run, and the boys were waiting on me here. There's CJ, and Crawford's up there somewhere. Sweet boys. Here's Crawford. He's waiting on his treatsies. Hey, Crawfy. Hey, bud. Treat? I don't have any. I'll bring you some. He's extra sweet boy. Hi. Sweet boy.
Time 10 minutes. Distance 0.98 miles. Average pace 10 minutes 12 seconds per mile.
Picking up trash on my run. I don't know if any other moms resonate with this, but I just I'm driving through the car wash by myself right now, and I purchased the long car wash so I can sit here and just kind of relax for a minute. I was literally just sitting here with my eyes closed while my car is being washed because I'm never alone, and I just had a second, so I'm gonna do this. Really quick, something just happened that I wanted to address. I'm on this dang hill again. A really creepy truck just drove by. We've had a lot of construction work on this road. Random people driving by. One that I didn't recognize just came by, and he was way up there. I could tell it was just weird. So ladies, if you feel like you're in danger, call someone. Stay on the phone with them until you feel safe. I just called my husband and had him on speakerphone. I kept running and I just said, hey, stay on the phone with me for a minute. And the truck stopped like right behind me and then kept going. So I'm watching behind me in my camera. Anyway, last year, I don't know if you guys heard about Sydney Sutherland. She was out running and a guy that she went to high school with hit her with his truck, kidnapped her, took her to a nearby field, raped her, and murdered her, basically buried her alive, or maybe not alive, I'm not sure. He gave himself up. Look up her case. It was very, very upsetting. But that was last year. I ran a 10K in her honor last year. I don't know her, or didn't know her personally, but her story really resonated with me because I run alone often on dirt roads that I think are safe. And she was doing the same in her hometown. So I just wanted to say, be safe, be aware of your surroundings. I need to carry some mace. You know, I think I'm out here in the middle of nowhere by myself. And that's probably the best scenario for somebody to snatch you. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on keeping on and call my husband if anything else weird happens. Oh, and I'm pretty strong. I could probably take him. Just kidding, I couldn't. I would call my husband.